Just the
I'm
cadence.
sorry, Your Highness. I dropped my monster condom that I use on my Magnum dog.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Pixel Primos video game podcast, where we talk about all the latest things in gaming, from Halo Reach to Princess Peach. Hey,
Yeah.
I'm Ponso.
And I am your boy Paco.
And I am JJ. What's up? What's going on?
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back, and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year,
New Year.
Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy motherfucking Kwanzaa, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Dia de los Motherfucking Reyes. Yeah, we're
Actually,
gonna
we are recording this.
fucking holiday.
We are
Belated,
recording
by the
this the day after, so yeah, that's fitting.
I already ate all the
Any
rosca.
other, for any other Latinos.
I ate all the rosca, and I still didn't get el bebito. I got lucky. Didn't get the little
Well, my
money.
mom was telling me that someone ate one.
Oh,
Like
there's one missing.
could have been me. Maybe could have been me. I don't know. Maybe because as soon as she sliced it open, she got the fucking monito.
She said there were supposed to be like 5, and that they only found 4. So it's like someone swallowed them kids. Someone avoided a baby.
Funny enough, we did it at work today, and there was 4, and the first 4 people that went, they all got it, like back to back. So everyone after that knew they were safe because there was only the 4. But yeah, I thought it was funny because I cracked the joke after they got 2. Then I'm like, oh, okay, that's it, it's over. They're like, no, Juan, there's 4 in it. Haha, motherfucker, you thought you were safe. Then the next 2 people went, they got it. I was I wasn't even like number 5. I was one of the last ones to go. And well, by then, pues yeah, they had already got them. So now that we are celebrating the new year, we should jump into our main topic, which is gaming resolutions. What is stuff that we look forward to this year, or what stuff we want to see in this year in regards to the world of gaming? So I figured we could just go for the low hanging fruit, and that is, are there any games that are currently scheduled to come out this year that you guys are interested in?
I have 2.
All right. Which one?
My 2 are Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown, and Peaches. They're really the only 2. Like I like the Prince of Persia series. I've always thought it was a cool ass game. I kind of want to see what they're gonna do with this Lost Crown shit. The movie fucking sucks. It wasn't very good. I mean, cool concept, just wasn't executed well. And Peaches, it's Mario shit. Like I don't think I've ever been disappointed by any kind of Mario property. To be totally honest, like Mario, anything Mario property wise is always hit, and I mean that's across the board with I feel like every age range.
I mean,
Kids,
it's just a new game. I mean, it's a new IP, if you will.
yeah,
So that's always something to get excited for, and it does look cool. It looks like it's gonna be like different genres of games, but like in one. It's gonna have your beat 'em up, your platformer, your mystery, like stuff like that. I don't know. It looks really cool. It definitely looks interesting for sure. And that one's also on my list as far as like
Yeah.
upcomings. Yeah,
Same.
I believe that one's coming is set to come out sometime around March. Yeah, here we go. March
Yeah.
22nd for the Nintendo Switch. So yeah, I don't know, Jay. Is there anything you else want to say about Princess Peach while we're on the topic of it?
Not really, other than if anyone played the Super Princess Peach game on the DS. Like that game was also a lot of fun and it was different. It was cool that like her emotions were her superpower, which was, I mean, you can say what you want about it, but it was funny. uh, maybe it's not the best look in 2024, but this one is not doing that. It's doing something different, and yeah, it just looks cool. I like, I like it when they allow the Mario characters to like cosplay as different things.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, and this is going to be a lot of that. It's going to be a lot of Princess Peach and like different roles. So
Yeah.
like, it's going to be fun.
you know, I was gonna ask. I don't really remember, but something that I would think would be cool. Like I don't know if they've already done it, but do you remember the game Dynasty Warriors?
Yes.
Yeah.
Remember that game? I think they should do the same thing where there's just it doesn't have to be like a full game, but just like a level where Mario gets some kind of weapon, and make it fun and stuff, and then just he just gets hoarded by turtles and what are the little Goombas, and it's just Mario going to fucking town.
Well, Nintendo has worked with Koei Tecmo.
Yeah,
See, there you go.
they did
Hyrule.
the Hyrule Warriors, and then they did a Fire Emblem one.
Oh yeah, Fire Emblem. I forgot that was a thing.
Yeah, and I don't
Hmm.
know if there's any like Mario references in either of those two, but
Probably not.
Yeah. No, I don't think there was a because I played the first Hyrule Warriors because there's two of them, I believe.
Mm.
Uh, and I played the first one, and I don't remember there being Mario references in that one. It was strictly just Zelda. They reference old school like Zelda games and stuff, but I think that was about it. And I never played the second one, the one that ties into Breath of the Wild.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, I mean, there Nintendo recently is starting to be kind of like cool as far as like letting other studios handle some of their properties under their supervision because they also did that Kingdom Battle one where it was like kind of like XCOM, but with like
Oh,
Mario and the
the
rabbits.
Mario and Rabbids. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah, and so that one recently got a sequel as well. So I think it just depends on the studio. Like if a studio comes forward with like, hey, we kind of want to do this, but with Mario or with any like Nintendo property, they might be willing to do it. And I mean, me personally, like if like the wish list for me would is like, man, I need another Star Fox something. You know,
That's man, that's classic.
yeah, that and I'm probably one of very few people that like that Star Fox
Zero.
game that was on the
Six.
GameCube. Was it like Star Fox
Oh,
Assault or
Adventures.
Star Fox Command,
There was
something like that?
two. There, yeah, there was like
Not
Star
the
Fox.
adventure one, not the RPG one, the one where like
Yeah,
The more you can
you
get out of the plane.
yeah, you're on the ground.
Yeah,
There's levels on the plane, there's levels in like the tank, and then there's somewhere you're on the ground.
yeah.
Uh,
That I never played that one fully through. I think I ended up playing just a demo, and it was one of the levels is just where you're out of the plane and you're just walking around. I guess I know you're not exploring, but that's part of the mission. You have to be on a planet somewhere.
mhm. Yeah. Now, to be fair, I did play that game just like the one time. It was probably a rental. I rented it for the
Mhm.
weekend. So it could be like nostalgia glasses. Maybe if I play it again, I would be like, you know what, this game actually kind of sucks. But I don't know. I remember playing this and enjoying it and liking it. But maybe it's the fact that like they don't do much with Star Fox. So when you get a Star Fox anything, you kind of just eat it up. Even Star Fox Zero, I thought had a potential. It was just the controls that really like
yeah,
messed it up for me. I think if it was just the standard, if I could just play this with a regular controller, I probably would have liked the game a lot. And I think it probably would have been the same for everybody else. I think might have not have been like a breakthrough like 10 out of 10, but it definitely probably could have broken at least like some average scores, maybe around like a 6 or a 7 or something. I don't know.
mm.
But anyway, that's my little tangent on Star Fox.
I have I just saw a couple of photos from it. I have the next big crossover for Nintendo: Detective Pikachu and Detective Peach. That
That
right
could
there.
happen now that with this Showtime game coming out, the
It,
Princess Peach.
that's exactly why I saw the clips from Showtime. I was like, bro, if you throw Detective Pikachu in there with Danny DeVito's voice, fucking print money. You know,
He's
Nintendo.
just gonna be hitting on Princess
It's just
Peach.
I'm sorry, man. I still wanted to see Dan. I love Ryan Reynolds, and I thought he did a great job in Detective Pikachu. But Danny DeVito as a voice would have just taken it to another level. I'm sorry, like that would have been just, and it doesn't have to be regular Danny DeVito, just Frank from It's
Frank
Always
Reynolds.
Sunny, just the
I'm
cadence.
sorry, Your Highness. I dropped my monster condom that I use on my Magnum dog.
Every time Pikachu's doing Thunderbolt, he's like, "So I started blasting." Just fucking lightning bolts coming out of the motherfucker. There, Nintendo. I'll take a check. Don't worry, I'll take a percent after you print money with Detective Pikachu and I mean it writes itself. You got Detective P squared, Detective Peach, Detective Pikachu. Tell me I'm wrong. You know this. Sorry, I get excited.
Jay, what is there a game you're excited for?
Yeah, there's several, but I think we're gonna talk about. I think you and me have a lot of the same ones.
Mhm.
So I'll probably highlight just one that I don't think will get a whole lot of attention, or maybe will get a little overlooked. And it's, for me, I think the one that I'm like, ki- it's not the one I'm most hyped for. Most hyped for is Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, and that's like this month.
Yes. Hmm. Yeah, that one's around the
But
corner.
yeah, that was like, God damn it. I need to save money. But one that, like, when we were talking off air, you mentioned that you didn't know what it was, and that was Rise of Ronin, or Rise of
Yeah.
the Ronin. That one's
Mhm.
also in March. Oh crap, it comes out the same day as Princess Peach.
Oh
I might have to make a
shit.
choose.
Just the whole weekend, bro. That's all it is. Just pretty much the whole weekend.
Mm.
But that one, it, like, if you look at the trailer that's out right now, it does show gameplay and stuff, and it looks very like uh arcade action, almost like a Ghost of Tsushima, but
Mm.
it's the same team that made Neo. So
Mm.
this might just be like
Bless you.
a Soul style game, only with more movement options, if that makes sense. Because you see him like on a glider and like flying around and like using a grapple hook and stuff. So it might be, I don't know, maybe like Sekiro, where, because Sekiro also had like a lot more movement options or
Mhm.
traversal options, I guess I should say.
Yeah.
Uh, but it looks like it's gonna be fun. It looks like it's gonna be wild. I'm curious about it. But yeah, if there's one
Mm.
that I'm like totally fucking hyped for, it's Yakuza. it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's like a Dragon Infinite Wealth.
Yeah, definitely. And that one is right around the corner, so we don't have to wait too long for that one. With Yakuza, story wise, it looks like this might be, a conclusion of some sort for,
The man
Kazuma
who erased his
Kiryu.
name.
Yes, I still haven't played that one. Don't
I
shame
haven't
me,
played
all
it
right?
either.
I'm
Yeah,
busy.
I had. Look, I had to restart Baldur's Gate because I fucked up things with Carlock. So like,
If only we could do that in real life.
Right.
Stop with bro. We're
Reroll.
just gonna we do.
But yeah, so I guess while on the subject of like games that are around the corner, So the Suicide Squad.
Right.
Ooh.
So that one's also almost out, and man, when they first announced it, I was like crazy hyped for it,
Mm.
especially because it's by Rocksteady, and I love the Arkham Asylum, Arkham City games. But the more and more that I hear about the Suicide Squad one, the more I'm like, man, how did you all like go so far from like what it could have been? You know, it's like y'all were just supposed to be Gotham Knights, but better.
Well, it's funny that you say that because I remember leading up to Gotham Knights, I was like, damn, the more that I hear about this game and the more gameplay that I see referring to Gotham Knights, I was like, the less I want to play it. Like, it doesn't look like it'll be as much fun as like the Arkham games, even Arkham Knight,
Yeah.
which was arguably the weakest
Man, I'm nervous. I'm starting to think that like Gotham Knights might be the better one
of
of
these
the
two.
two. Yeah, which is a shame because
Because
like look, I'm willing to defend Gotham Knights in that I don't think it's like dog shit.
terrible, yeah,
Mm,
yeah,
Yeah, it's mid. It's mid as
mm,
fuck. It is
yeah.
like I'm talking like a really like just crack of my ass like 7 out of 10. You know,
Ooh.
I don't think it's the dumpster fire that it was made out to be.
right. Because
There,
it works,
uh-huh.
right? Like everything in
Mhm.
it works. You can
Yeah,
there's no like major bugs or issues
mhm.
with it. It's playable.
Yeah, and I
It's
do
just
think
not
like when you get
fun.
past like the heavy grind of it, because that's the part
Okay.
that kills it. The grind, especially in the beginning, is so high and is so heavy. But I do think it's like once you get past that fucking hurdle, like there is an enjoyable experience, and I do think like even in the multiplayer, like it could alleviate some of it. But I mean, I played it by myself, and I still like had it okay time with it. But again, to bring it back to the Suicide Squad, the thing that made me most excited about that one is that this one actually is 4 players. Because yeah,
Right.
the Gotham Knights, it has the 4 players, but you can only do two. Whereas this one, like no, each one of you can be a member of the team. So and they all play different, you know.
Hmm.
So all of that just looks cool. And then that, and I'm a sucker for like cooperative games.
Yeah.
Like as soon as your game has co-op, it's like I already like it, automatic, like legit.
Co-op is
Mhm. Like yeah, I prefer like co-op over like player versus player, but that's a personal thing. And so it looks cool. And then the thing that's like really sad about this is that this is Kevin Conroy's last performance as Batman.
dang.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Well, there's two things with that and like potential spoilers if you don't want to have it potentially spoiled for you if you're really interested in earmuffs, and I will remove my hands when I'm done mentioning the spoilers. But rumor has it that uh the this game is going to live up to its subtitle. So that's
I kind of
one
figured.
thing. That's one thing that people are mad about the game about, that it's like they couldn't have possibly known that Kevin Conroy was going to die
Yeah.
uh that year, but it still kind of seems like in poor taste that you're still going to go through with this. You had a whole year to
Mhm.
like do something else. And the other thing is that since it's a Rocksteady game, this is the Arkhamverse Batman.
Yeah.
All right, earmuffs off.
Yeah. that was my thing with it. It's that, man, I don't think y'all should have connected it to the Arkham games, but I mean, it's not. Whoops, it's not out yet.
Yeah, we don't know.
We'll
That
see
could
what they
change.
do. Yeah, it could change, or we will see. But
I like
strictly
full disclosure on my end. I have not read any of the leaks,
Mhm.
neither
but
of them.
it's the internet, so like
Mhm.
that fucking bird. Oh, right now it's an X. That
Yeah,
fucking X talks a lot.
Yeah, it's a bird, dude. Even he accidentally called it Twitter. So,
can't get away from it.
Nope.
but
But
but I
yeah,
mean, yeah, that's my thing with Suicide Squad. I don't know, Paco. Is there anything you want to add on the Suicide Squad game?
No, I'm just hoping it's not like as like JJ said. It's just like you guys said. It's hoping it's not the dumpster fire that everybody thinks it's going to be. I only played Gotham Knights like a quick mission. I mean, I thought it was cool, but I still really wasn't super into it. Not like the other Arkham games. It just didn't feel the same, I guess would be my best description of it. And with Suicide Squad, I mean, I kind of wanted to succeed because I think uh I don't know, I just kind of wanted to succeed because I think it's a cool concept, being the Suicide Squad and doing all this shit. And also, I completely agree with Juan that co-op is way better than player versus player. Um, and I think it's more fun being doing co-op, anyways.
hmm.
Especially when you're with your friends. Player versus player is fun, but after a while, the player versus player gets a little shitty, especially when people start cheating or start adding shit. It's like, man,
Right, people
loses all
will
its fun
start
to it.
cheating, and then there's
Mhm.
also like look, let's be real. There's a skill ceiling for all of us.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
feeling is low, bro. My my
My
ceiling is
ceiling's more of
low.
a basement.
Yeah. Oh, well, where are you at?
Yeah.
I'm at the bottom. Like, if
Yeah.
you get to the basement, dig a hole. That's where I am. Like, I am no good. Sometimes I'm surprised I survive as long as I survive on my teams. Like, how are you
Mhm.
still alive? I don't know. I just ran.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
yeah, I mean, we'll
All
see.
right.
We'll see.
Okay. So,
I mean, I'm pretty
all
easily
right.
entertained.
Okay. So I'll mention this one, and then I guess after this we could probably move on to uh games that don't have a release date yet. Um, but like I guess to mention another one, while on the subject of co-op, South Park is coming out with a co-op game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
South Park Snow Day. I think that's what it's called.
it's also in March. Damn, March is gonna be a packed
Damn,
month.
what the
Really
holy
a
shit? Yeah, March is gonna be a pretty packed year then.
Oh, the Alone in the
Or
Dark
month,
remake is
sorry.
also
Which one?
Alone in the
Alone in the
Dark,
Dark. Oh my god, I forgot that. Yeah, it's getting a like a
a
remake,
remake.
remaster,
Yeah,
whatever you want to call
it's
it.
a
Yeah.
it's a
Mm,
remake. It's not.
yeah.
Edward Carnby does not look like fucking Hopper from Stranger Things. It's a
Yeah.
remake. I don't.
So like that's the new route everyone's going now that Resident Evil proved that if you pay attention and you put love and care into it, you could you could pump out a good game. So because
well,
we're getting Alone in the Dark and what's the Silent Hill 2.
well, the
But
jury's still out on Alone in the Dark. Like
yeah, I mean
that.
technically there are jury's out for a lot of these ones. We don't. They could always be delayed. That is one of the unfortunate
No,
things
I
with
mean
this
in terms of
industry.
good. Like,
Oh, in
uh,
terms of quiet. Oh yeah, for sure.
look, Silent Hill has had a lot of bad games as well,
Hmm.
but Alone in the Dark, like damn forgot its identity. I forgot what the portable one was.
Yeah, the multiplayer one. it's a
Yeah, but it was a
it's a
multiplayer.
multiplayer game where it's about turning on lights, so you're neither alone or in the dark.
So yeah, like, but I mean, this remake looks good. I have been fooled before, but
Mhm.
it does look like, yeah, we threw some money at this. Look, we hired fucking Hopper. We hired
Right.
we hired the lesser Hellboy.
And
Mhm.
And that wasn't his fault.
no, it wasn't. He tried.
Yeah, but yeah, I'll be willing to. I don't know if I'll buy Alone in the Dark like on launch,
Mhm.
but I'd be willing to wait a week, and then if reviews say that it's good, I might
Mhm.
throw some money at it. I might buy it on sale or something.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be me with Suicide Squad too. Probably just wait for the reviews, and then if they say it's sight, because let's face it, I'm probably gonna be playing. Yeah, I'm still probably gonna be playing Yakuza by the time it comes out. Or I'm sorry, like a
But
dragon.
I'm probably still gonna be playing Baldur's Gate by March. Like, let's be. I'm
Oh
probably gonna
hell
fuck
yeah,
up with
dude!
Shylock again.
I'm still in Act One. Like, but I make time to play it. It's just I suck. I keep getting my ass beat by goblins, man.
Hey man, don't underestimate goblins.
Yeah,
If I buy the deluxe
definitely.
edition, I might be able to play it a little more. It's
Uh,
just, or maybe if I
yeah,
just upgrade my fucking chair here.
right. Well, on the subject of remakes, and again, this is also a game that don't have a release date. Rumors are saying it might come out this year, but we'll see. But Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater.
Oh yeah.
All right, yeah.
Hmm.
I I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think. I think this year is wishful thinking.
Yeah, I'm in the same.
2025.
Well, only because I feel like if it was gonna come out this year, we probably would have gotten more gameplay,
Yeah.
and we really haven't gotten much. Like I think they've shown screenshots, but I don't think they've shown it like running. Like I don't think there's
No.
video of like
No.
someone
And
playing it.
yeah, and there's still a chance that they might show something like on the Summer Games Fest or something, like
Yeah. Hmm.
another big event, or
Hmm.
in the void that was E3.
Hmm.
There's still a chance that they might show something there, and it'll end up being released like in October of this year.
Hmm.
But that still seems like a long shot to me.
Yeah. Again, there are rumors saying it, but again, they're just rumors and
I
they're
don't
not
know
based on.
why, but to me it feels like it would be a February game
Like
February,
next
really?
February.
because it's a remake.
Mm,
Like
better.
Resident Evil 4 remake came out early in the year, and
It came out in March because
yeah,
Dead Space came
Dead
out, I think,
Space came out
February.
in January.
No,
Like,
January. Yes.
yeah, like remakes feel like they should be at the beginning of the year.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I guess it just depends on what they feel like. But I mean, we'll see. Who knows?
Yeah,
Maybe it will come out. Who
I
knows?
could be
It
proven
was in
wrong.
yeah, maybe it was in development for like in secret
Plus,
for a long.
the collection didn't get the best reviews, so
Hmm.
they might really want to make sure that this one's like,
Yeah, that's also the other thing. The Metal Gear Solid Collection Volume 2. That's the one I'm hyped for because the big rumor is that that one's gonna have Metal Gear Solid 4. And I
ooh,
will buy it just for that one alone because that game is still stuck on the PS3. They've never been able to get it out of there.
yeah,
And Metal Gear Solid 4 is a game that I only played once. I played it, I finished it, and then I never touched it again after that. And it's like I remember liking it, but like I never replayed it, but every other Metal Gear Solid I've replayed them, except that one.
I didn't replay 4 because it was very cutscene heavy. I
But you
mean, there
could
was
skip
one
that.
level that was
You've seen it.
essentially a cutscene. Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
like if I'm skipping half the game, like, um, but yeah, but tell me more about this South Park game.
Oh, the Snow Day.
Yeah,
So that one, it looks almost like a cooperative tower defense. Like it, because there's very little gameplay of it.
I'm trying to find a video here so I can see it. Oh my god, it's broken. The link is broken.
And but yeah, you're gonna have like your little squad of, I think it's like four new kids,
Mm.
and I think it is gonna connect to the stick of truth and fractured butthole for anybody that cares about that.
I
But
haven't
yeah, it.
played Fractured
Uh,
Butthole.
you haven't played that? Oh, that one's so good. Um, but
I
yeah,
have
it
it. I just
looks.
haven't found the time to play it. Like
Now that that
I
one's like on
think
the
that someone
Switch, I
is
think that's like a
level 10
perfect
in the
game
Switcher
to play
spells.
like portable.
to play on the Switch.
Yeah. Um.
I'm gonna need earbuds.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. um. And there are certain parts you're not gonna want to play like out and about, like you told me. um. But yeah, it almost looks like a kind of like it's a tower defense, like almost like a strategy game, almost like a 3D one at least. And I think that's the most interesting part about this one is that it's full 3D. um, it's not that paper cardboard animation style that South
Mm,
Park is known for.
yeah,
Um, but yeah, I mean, but that's really like kind of all we know about it. There's not like yeah, there's still not that much gameplay on it. I think there's only the one trailer, and that's kind of it. So we'll, we'll have to see.
yeah. Maybe they'll release another trailer as we get closer to it. But
Like yeah, because even I'm like
cause
scrolling through it, like it's like what's the genre of this?
yeah, I wouldn't be able to tell you. Like I can't tell like what it falls on. I want to say maybe it's like a MOBA, but I could be wrong there.
Mhm. I mean, it certainly looks like it, like from the trailer, but
Yeah, the only thing that makes me hesitant to say that gonna be a MOBA is that um
it's 4 player.
well, I mean, they've done those, but it's gonna be primarily like this is primarily a console game. Like, yeah, it's gonna be PC players are gonna get their hands on it too, but this is by and large a console release. And the only like other m- console MOBA that like you had to buy that I can remember is Battleborn,
Mhm.
and that one does not exist anymore. That one got crushed by Overwatch because people thought they were too similar, even though they were really like completely different games. Um, but it wasn't that long ago, so I think maybe devs might be like, well, I guess MOBAs don't work on console, unless you're called Smite."
Yeah, because I'm on the website, like reading the description, and it just says, um, it describes it as like a co-op 3D game. It just says play with three friends or solo the game with ally bots. So I think no matter what, it's always four players.
Yeah,
And it just says that you get to make the rules, and that's kind of it. That's 3D co-op. Um, cooperative gameplay. And that's it. It doesn't. It doesn't really give a genre. It doesn't really It doesn't really say that much. To say it true. So I'm
Yeah,
more
but
curious about
maybe.
what it is than anything.
Yeah,
um.
but I mean that's a lot of games nowadays where they won't
Mhm,
they don't want to, I guess, tie themselves onto a genre.
mhm.
Don't put them in a box. Don't put them in a corner.
Yeah.
I think it's a marketing thing because like the second someone hears like FPS, they're like, "Oh, I'm out. I don't want to play."
Yeah, or it's a
Yeah,
MOBA. You're like, oh, I'm
yeah.
out. Yeah, like, yeah.
Or
I
like
can
me with
totally.
MMOs. The second I hear that, I'm like, I'm out. I'm
Yeah,
done.
I can definitely see that. But yeah, I guess we'll have to see on that one. So another game that I also have, and this one we haven't heard shit about this one in a while. I don't even know if you remember this one, Jay. Little Devil Inside.
Is that the platformer?
I mean, it. No, that's Little Nightmares.
Oh, Little Devil Inside.
Yeah, that's the one that it looks kind of like a little like cartoon almost. Like it.
Um. Oh. Oh. Yeah.
So
This was like
they
on a PlayStation event, wasn't it?
yes, it was announced at a PS5 event like 3 years ago, and then they gave an update in the state of play in 2021 in October, and then after that we haven't heard shit. So it's been
Yeah.
it's been 2 years. Well, it's
I'm
gonna be
watching the
three
trailer.
this year, and
Yeah.
they still haven't said anything on it. It's like, are they still working on it? Did it get canceled? Because I think it's like an independent game. I don't think it's like a there's like a big studio like working on it.
Mm. Yeah, now
But
that I see the trailer, it's coming back to me.
yeah, but I remember that was one of the games that I was like, oh, I would totally get a PS5 to play that. But that was kind of it. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see on that one. So it's up. And then the last one I have, as far as like games that were announced but don't have a release date yet, the other one I have is I think it's pronounced PAL World.
Palward? How's it spelled?
PAL World. PALWORLD. PAL World. It's Pokemon, but then you give them
Yeah.
guns. And if that description did not catch your interest, then you're not gonna want to play this fucking game. But I mean, that's kind of a spot on description. It really is. You find like these little cute creatures, and then you give them like machine guns and shit, and then you battle them, you collect them, like you create your like human character, right? But then you partner up with like these critters, and you have a gun, and likewise, some of these little like critters also have weapons. You it's like they gave him an AK-47 to like a chimchar.
My Gatichu will take on your.
Yeah, and so it's like that. It's like I'm sold. Yes.
I'm watching the trailer right now, and I'm definitely fucking sold. Like,
Like it looks
this
cool.
they all right. So they got Totoro and they
Mm.
mixed it with like Electabuzz,
Yeah, he's yellow.
and they gave the bastard a Gatling gun. Like, look at
Yeah.
it. Protect the environment, or I'll
Right?
fucking cap you.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
it's
use
like
sheep as a shield. I'm gonna just pick them up and like fuck it.
yeah, I'm telling you, it looks cool. I think it's gonna be like an Xbox and PC exclusive. I don't think it's like multi-platform. But
Mm.
I mean, I have Game
Well,
Pass.
it is on Steam. I'm seeing it here on Steam.
Oh, it is gonna be a Steam. Oh, okay, so there you go. Then yeah, then I think as far as consoles go, I think it's just gonna be on Xbox. But yeah, but PC, yeah, you got options. But yeah, I was the, I mean, I was sold. You know, it's like yes, like like just tell me when it comes out. That's it. I don't need to see anything else.
Well, it says
Amen.
initial release date January 2024.
Oh well, they're about to miss that.
What are you talking about? That's tomorrow, Juan. They have plenty of time.
No,
Plenty
no,
of time.
yeah. I mean, they still got a few days. I didn't throw it out. I said they're about to miss it. But now you said it's on Steam. I'm gonna wishlist it.
Yeah, let me see if the English Twitter has any
Yeah, it still
updates.
says yeah. Even on Steam, it's saying planned release date January 2024.
Yeah, the last tweet for but that's it's from June 8th of 2023. That's the last one that I see, or the most recent one that I see that says January 2024. Uh,
Huh. Okay, so they did a closed network test, and some people actually got to go into the game.
Ooh,
Okay, so they're saying you can play it offline. Um,
finally.
right now they're saying there is no in-game payment options. It's just the one purchase. Um,
well, yeah, but that's kind of standard for closed network tests.
mhm. Oh, okay.
It's
I
not.
thought they meant like when the game comes out. But no, you're right. They
Nah,
probably mean specifically to the. All right.
yeah,
They're
like
saying it's not an
maybe.
MMO. They're
Okay,
Okay.
saying that
that's good.
you can.
Yeah.
They're saying you can multiplayer up to 32 people is possible with dedicated servers, and in the future they're gonna expand it so that more people can play.
Look, bro, I would play Final Fantasy 14 or whatever the fuck if I could be a chocobo with a rifle, but
Mhm.
like it won't let me. I have to be
Yeah.
something else and pick a job and
Yeah.
like,
Okay, here we go. It
it's
says early access starts in January 2024.
okay. All
Okay,
right,
so it's
so
not a full release.
all right. Well, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
And I think in early access, yeah, you can turn on a shop and stuff. So if there is
Mhm.
any in-game transactions, they'll start showing up during the early access.
Yeah, and I would think if it's specifically to get more funding for the game, I think that's fine.
Well, that's how early
Or
access started, but a lot
like yeah,
of
or I wouldn't even be like if you charge for the early access and then if you pay a certain amount, then when the full game comes out, it's already paid for. I don't necessarily have problems with that. It's just the thing that sucks about doing that is that you are running the risk of getting burned potentially in the future if the
mm,
game doesn't come out or it doesn't come to fruition. But
Star
I don't know.
Citizen.
Yeah, but I feel like I think at this point it's almost like yeah. I mean, you if it's early access, man, I think that's just a risk you're taking. It's like gambling. You might get that. You might get your investment back. You might not. um, but we'll see on that one. But is there any other games you guys want to discuss? The upcoming.
Uh,
Mm,
Black Myth Wukong.
a
That's
lot of
the
emojis.
Oh, is that the Monkey King one?
yeah. That
Yeah.
one's been getting a lot of hype because it looked like well when they originally announced it, it looked like beautiful. Like it still looks good, but sorry, gotta sneeze. All right, there it is. It still looks like really good, but when that first trailer came out, it was like, holy crap, is this Unreal 10? Like, what are you using?
Yeah.
uh, and it's a small studio from China that's making it, like an independent studio from China. So that's another thing
Mhm.
that like people are impressed by because it's not really a AAA studio, but their trailer looks AAA as fuck. So
Yeah.
uh,
hmm I mean, me, I just, I'm just slowly starting to think I'm not really a big fan of these like Souls like games because there's only a handful that I liked. But to be fair, I haven't played every single
one of them better fucking be
Soulsborne.
Neo.
Yeah, I mean, I played a little bit of Neo, and I didn't hate it. Neo 2, I played the demo, and I liked the little bit I played in the demo for part 2.
Mhm.
Um, I thoroughly enjoyed Bloodborne though. That one, it's good. No notes. The other ones that I also really like is like Star Wars, but I think the reason I like the Star Wars ones is because they're not that difficult.
Yeah, they're babies for Soulborn.
Yeah,
Hey,
and so that's
Well, I mean,
me.
a little mean, okay?
no, I mean they're still challenging, but like compared
Mhm.
to a Dark Souls game, it's not as rough.
Yeah, definitely. I had an IV drip to heal myself in Star Wars. I did not have that in Bloodborne, and I finished that one. Uh, but yeah, this one, the Black Myth Wukong. I mean, we'll we'll see. I'm not ruling it out because it does look cool, like gameplay.
Yeah, I'm not super hyped for it. Like I'm not waiting on bated breath and trying
Mhm,
to like dig up as much info as I can on it. I'm just
mhm,
like it looked cool. It still looks cool. If it comes out and it's cool, I might buy it, but
mhm.
I'm not pre-ordering it or nothing.
Yeah, and it looks like yeah, like kind of like these other games that it's gonna be.
It looks dope as fuck,
There's RPG elements in the sense that
but
your guy is customizable. Like I'm seeing that yeah, there's like armor, different armor you can equip and stuff like that. So maybe you can even
Mhm.
swap out the weapon too. At one point, you won't just have the bow staff. Be kind of weird because it, to my knowledge, in the myths, the stories, he has the staff, but I don't know.
that's all
They
he
could
uses, I think.
they could have fun with it, change it up, something. I don't know, but for sure, it looks like you can swap out equipment to an extent. But yeah, definitely. Is there any other game?
Uh, I'm just gonna mention this one because it also is adds to my theory that remakes launch at the beginning of the year.
Uh-huh.
Persona 3 Reloaded comes out in
You're
February.
right. Yes. Oh shit. How could I forget about that? Yes. Persona. Definitely. Definitely excited for mainly because I am one of those people that I never played a single Persona game until Part 5 came out and then I enjoyed the fuck out of it. So now it's like, yes, give me more Persona, please.
I'm I didn't play any Persona game. I kind of, in a weird way, went the other way. And I played the
Shin Megami ones, right?
Shin Megami Tensei. What is it? It's
Mhm.
like Devil Tamer, I think it is. But yeah, I played
Yeah.
the Shin Megami Tensei
Hmm.
3 Nocturne. I think it was.
Yes.
It might have been
Yeah.
4. I played that one, and I liked that a lot. Devil Summoner. I think it was like Devil Summoner. But I played that and I liked it a lot, but then like I didn't know that the Persona games were like, you know, made by the same people and used the same mechanics. So I just completely ignored them until 5.
Yep.
uh I I really wish
Yeah,
that they would remake the original two, 1 and 2, because those I haven't played them, but I have seen like discussions about them on YouTube and like video essays about those two games on
with
YouTube and
Persona
stuff.
or Shin Megami.
Persona. Well, also
Yeah.
Shin Megami, but
Okay.
with
Because yeah,
Persona 1 and 2,
I saw a video on, I think it was like Persona One, and the story like was good. Like it definitely like caught my
the story
attention.
is
I
really
don't. Uh huh.
the story in 1 is really good, and the way it like loops back around to
Hmm.
the title of the game.
Yeah.
Because like in all these games, yeah, there's a hint of that, but there's like in 1 it's blatantly obvious that like, oh, you are trying to sort of psychoanalyze the characters and
Hmm.
their personas. Yeah. But I don't know if that's ever gonna happen. Probably not, because 1 and 2 are so different compared
Yeah, I was
to.
gonna say like I honestly think if they do bring those back, they would probably have to do them in the same style as like either three or like five. You know, more
Mhm.
a more modern take, if you will. But then that means you'd be rebuilding that whole game from scratch. But I mean, we've seen other people slowly doing that to these older games, bringing them back, and when done with love and care, there's potential for it to be really good. So we'll see what they do, because I know the big thing that happened with five is that it it was so beloved, but the thing is, people really like the characters, so it's
Mhm.
kind of like, okay, we need to do more stuff with the cast from part five. So that's why Persona 5 has so many spin offs. You know, they did Strikers, they're doing the Tactics one now that's coming out. And it's because of that, because 5, like character wise, just did so good.
Yeah.
Hmm. But, all right, is there anything else, or should we wrap it up here?
I
Mm,
think that's it.
I don't have any more games, but oh, don't buy the PlayStation Portal. That, don't buy the PlayStation Portal.
Yeah.
Don't buy it. No.
Did you
Yeah,
buy
that.
one? Like, are you
No, no,
salty?
I didn't buy one. I mean, after looking into it, like I mean, I right now I don't have a PlayStation. Hopefully, I'll get one. My birthday's coming up. I'll probably give myself one for my birthday, and then saw the PlayStation Portal. Like, oh, that sounds kind of cool. I might want to be able to do some more mobile gaming. And then after you read into it, looking at it more, I was like, is it really? Nah, nah. Like, it's not. I don't think it'd be worth it at all because it doesn't really do anything for you, you know. And again, like I said earlier when we were talking about stuff earlier, I the one thing I hate about gaming nowadays is that after you've purchased the game, after you've downloaded it or you have the disc and everything's been uploaded, you still have to be online even if you're not doing multiplayer. I can understand that with like portable gaming. Sometimes it's like, oh well, You got to be able to connect so you can play it anywhere. But as far as like for having to be online when I just want to play the fucking campaign on Modern Warfare 3 or whatever particular game I'm playing, I hate that I have to be online just for that. Even though I've downloaded the bitch, I got the fucking, or I have the fucking disc. Like, god damn it, why do I have to be online? It frustrates the hell out of me. But no, I think Juan, you had mentioned it's really taking a step backwards compared
Mhm.
to the portables that we've had in the past.
Mhm.
That's what it feels like. And I was like, dang, you said it perfectly. You're right. It's just doesn't have as many features. It's just it's not on the level of like the Switch. Like the Switch, I can truly take it anywhere, keep playing my own shit, connected to my TV, boom, still streamlined. And also
Mhm.
the what they're using to prevent like latency of the video and the sound is proprietary, I think.
Mm.
Mhm.
So that's another thing. It's like how it is when they have this new proprietary stuff or anything that comes out brand new. This will be like the first year is going to be tested or be actually used, and you're going to have issues. You're going to have bugs. It's not going to be what's promised. That's just the way it is. So I just don't think it's a good idea.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah, like
duly noted.
it's um
like well, the thing with the portal, and like this isn't to defend it, but
Uh-huh.
because I'm not gonna get one, but I think I think it's supposed to not be a portable, like its own standalone thing. I think it's supposed to complement your PS5.
Okay.
mhm.
Like you already have a PS5, but what if I really want to play God of War while I'm taking a shit? So then you get yourself a PlayStation Portal, and now you're playing it on your phone instead of sending memes to your friends.
That'd be
Mhm.
a very, very, very long shit. Be like, "Are you okay?" There, I'm almost done with level 7. Leave me alone. Almost defeated Thor a second time.
Well, look, I'm saying maybe you had some cheese the day before, like a little too much cheese.
A little too much government. Now you gotta force. I gotta push it out.
Mhm.
And now
Yeah,
you're fighting
it's
two bosses. You're fighting.
like
You're
yeah,
fighting the demons inside your belly, and you're fighting demons inside God of War.
I mean, maybe if they ever come out with like a version that has access to like hotspot or something, and
Mm,
then it can become a portable console, then I could definitely see interest in it picking up. But right now, it really is just like yeah, like Jay said, it's a peripheral. It's for like honestly, I see this for like people that have like family and only have the one TV,
yeah, that
so it,
would be a
it
good.
lets you play it while if someone wants to watch Netflix in the living room or something.
Yeah,
That's really the only reason I see someone
Okay.
buy. It's for people in those situations that like, crap. I have the PlayStation in the living room, but the kid wants to watch, Bluey, so I gotta play it somewhere else or something, or anybody that I guess like if you're still living at home and your parents want to use the TV, then I could see it being an option for that. But yeah, as far as like, is this a portable gaming device? No. But who knows? Maybe they'll come out with a version later that's more like the Vita, where it was on the go. But I
Yeah.
mean, we'll see. I do think gaming is leaning more towards the handheld market to try to compete with the Switch. I mean, you got the Steam OLED and then the Steam Deck, and then like other PC brands are coming out with their own versions of like the Steam
yeah.
Deck.
The ROG Ally, and there's one
Mhm.
by Asus. I think that's how
Yeah,
it's
there's like
pronounced.
Yeah, or
Zeus, I
Acer.
thought it was Asus. Or wait, that's
I think
something
it's
different.
Asus.
Oh, okay. Asus.
I don't know where
Yeah,
the company's based off of, but I've heard more people say it Asus than Asus. So I think that's the
yeah.
way you're supposed to say it, but I could be
Yeah,
wrong.
you got the Logitech one,
Yeah.
and I know, I don't know how to pronounce these,
Well,
but point is, there's alternatives to the Steam Deck, and so it's yeah, everyone's coming up with something. So I mean, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if shoot, I wouldn't even be surprised if Xbox tries to come out with something because I mean they have the Game Pass on the PC,
yeah.
so they might come out with something. I don't. Does Game Pass work on the Steam Deck?
Kinda. So from the videos I've seen, and like I saw these videos a long time ago, so things could have updated and changed. Um, you since the Steam Deck allows you to pretty much run whatever the hell you want on it, like
Hmm.
you can install Windows on it, and then once you install
Mm.
Windows, you can launch Game Pass, and then you, in theory, should be able to launch your PC
Like
Game Pass
so, it would
games.
be like a cloud version, like because you can't install the actual like
No, you can
game.
install them.
Oh, you can.
You can,
Oh.
but there are additional steps specifically on the Steam Deck
Mm.
because it and also Game Pass doesn't support the portability, so it's a two-way street.
Mm-hmm.
Like sure, I can figure out a way to run Windows on my watch, but that doesn't mean that every program I
It's
can't
gonna
like
yeah.
run Excel on this because it's not
Mm.
meant to.
I get
Same
it.
deal with the Steam Deck. And the alternative ones, like I think the ROG Ally specifically was one that I heard. That one runs on Windows by default. So by default you can launch Game Pass on it and install Game Pass games, but it's still that same like, well, I mean, it's technically not supposed to run on or
Yeah.
not intended to run on this.
Yeah.
So you might still run into some issues with uh
I see.
menus and gameplay and stuff like that. But
I see. Yeah,
for
because
the
I've considered getting a Steam Deck. I really have, but it's just I mean, other than the price, right? I mean, they're pricey as fuck.
mm,
It's also the man. There are a lot of times where I'm like, I just don't see myself like using it enough to like warrant buying it.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I mean, we'll see that we'll see what happens.
I mean,
Uh,
yeah, from where we live, there's no like real public transportation because that's the like the YouTubers that I've seen that use it is like, oh yeah, I use it while like I'm waiting for the plane or on the train or in the bus or on a boat, like wherever good times are had. But it's places where like you would normally pick up a book and read, like
yeah.
or it's because you're not driving yourself, you're not
Yeah.
so yeah, if someone like if you live in New York, you take the subway, you take the ferry, you take the bus, you like there's a lot of moments where you're just like sitting down by yourself. So
Mhm.
yeah, it makes sense. But for us that are like homebodies, and if we're going anywhere, we're driving ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we don't have the public transit.
Yeah.
Or maybe if you have a very boring job, you could just hey fuck.
With
No,
a
hey,
lot of downtime.
one of my coworkers brings his Switch Lite to work
Yeah.
every day. Every day he'll be at work and he'll be sitting next to me, and I'm like, hey, what the hell are you doing over there? He's like, oh, I'm just playing some Mario Kart. What? How? And he'll show me. I'm like, oh, okay, continue. Like we're not doing anything anyways. That leads me into my next thing real quick. What it leads me to my next thing and then a prediction that I have. So what do you want to see this year from gaming, whether it be uh, how gaming is going to be moving forward, or something you want gaming to focus on, VR, anything. Like, what do you? I know what I want to see, and then what do you guys want to see? Like, what do y'all have?
I would like to see, and I don't think it's going to happen, but I would like to see VR become more affordable.
Okay, that was going to be one of the things that
Yeah.
I said. I want more easily available access to VR, because I think that's just the next step forward in gaming. And well, that and mobile is what I think is going to be the two things that are going to drive gaming forward. And you're right. I would love to see more easily accessible, more affordable VR, and a little bit more investment in VR games.
Mhm.
Yeah. Because even the PlayStation VR on the PS4 was decent for what it did, and it wasn't too expensive. But with the PlayStation VR 2 on PS5, it's like, slow down, buddy.
Mhm.
What
Yeah.
games are you putting out on this thing? Because I think it costs like $100 more than the first one, or maybe like $200 more than the VR one. It's pricey. Like, it's not to the
Mhm.
point where I would be like, you know what? After this next paycheck, I want to get me one. And it's
Yeah,
the same for pretty much every VR headset except for maybe the Oculus, but I don't want an Oculus.
yeah.
Uh,
Yes, with me, I would want, and kind of like what Jay said, I don't think this is gonna happen, but I can wish for it. I would love to see more split screen in video games.
Okay, okay.
Nowadays, multiplayer is strictly online,
Yeah,
and that sucks if you have roommates or a partner because I don't want to buy another console. I
yeah,
shouldn't have to buy another console. Let me just play split screen, damn it. Like the good old days, you know? And it sucks because, like, not many games have it. Like, Halo Infinite did not come out with split screen, I believe. It had to
yeah,
be
yeah.
they
added
canceled
on.
it.
And then, oh, yeah, then they got rid of it. So it never came out. Then you have a game like It Takes Two
Mhm.
winning game of the year, and it was reviewed well, and it was played by everybody. And it's like, why? Because these games, they're relics now. This used to be
Mhm.
so common back then, but now not anymore. Because as these games get so big, they get so bloated, it's really hard to do split screen. I know it's not easy to do, it's not easy to program. It's basically building two games at the same time and the same thing. I know that's why it's not there, because technology, right? But people have showed it's possible, and I'm just saying, let's not leave it as a relic. Let's try and bring it back, man. It's like I I love telling people that me and my fiance are playing Baldur's Gate 3 in split screen, and people go, "Wait, what? It's too like what?" Like it blows people's mind that wait, it's split screen. It's like yes, and it's an independent game. And I think It Takes Two is also independent. So it's like, dang, it's like these independent studios have to pick up the slack when AAA isn't cutting it. So that's what I mean. We need more. We need more split screen.
So the both of y'all, literally, what I want to see has to do with both VR and the split screen. Something that I want to see more of are better party games. Like,
Okay.
so like whenever we get together, me, you, Juan, and with your group of friends, I like playing Jackbox.
Oh.
I like playing the Jack, but there are times that I want to play something a little bit more action oriented or something, and I wish that there were more partying. Like, I think the leader in that, if that is something that does happen or somebody does that, the leader in that is going to be Nintendo. is would be the leader in that because Nintendo, they are like their Mario Party games and all that are great. Now they just need to make it a little bit more accessible. And when we said earlier, I think one of the things that's going to change gaming or make gaming better is going to be the mobile gaming. So my predictions are this is that if there's more of a little bit of a focus on like more party games, the way to make it easier would be to either a make like an app or something that works full across takes the full advantage of your phone as makes it you download an app, it makes it into a controller, uses the internal gyroscope and stuff, so you can play things with your group of friends like what's it called like Fruit Ninja and things like that, or you can use it like you take old school Wii things that you used to do, but now it's just on your phone, so you can play it anywhere. I think that would be something that would be really great, not only for a lot of gaming companies, but also now that we're kind of out of this no, we're not out of this COVID thing, I guess, but more people are going out again, doing stuff, and gaming is a big part of everybody's life now.
Mhm.
So more focus on. I guess I'm not really articulating correctly, but yeah, more focus on party games. Where you just make your phone as a controller. That way, it makes it easily accessible for everybody. You have a phone, you can play the game with your friends, or you can go. Some bar is doing some kind of competition. Boom! I got my phone. I got the app. I can join in on the fun or whatever. Things like Beat Saber, Fruit Ninja, the Mario Party games.
Yeah, I was about to
Um,
say something more akin to like I think Mario Party would probably work
yeah,
really well.
exactly.
Mhm. Definitely. But no, yeah,
Um,
that's a solid
yeah,
idea.
and what's it called? The other prediction that I have is that, yeah, now that all these different portable consoles are coming out, I'm thinking what's going to happen in the future is more than likely one of the big companies is going to buy up all the smaller companies. Like maybe I'm thinking maybe Microsoft is going to end up buying up all these smaller companies that have these portable devices or even these VR devices, make it in add it to their library of Xbox Game Pass, and then they're going to release their own portable system like Steam does. And I think those are going to be the two big ones. It's going to be either Steam or Microsoft. Going to be kind of another PlayStation or Xbox kind of thing. Um, that's going to be my prediction probably in the next couple of years. That's what I think is going to happen. Because yeah, you're right. There's all these little places releasing their own handheld systems is going to saturate the market to where it's like, okay, do I get this one? Do I get that one? But I can only play this game on this one. I can only play this game on that one. That's again is where it's going to falter. And then it's just going to be one of the big companies. Could be Amazon. I mean, Amazon just buys shit at randomly. Like they bought Twitch. They do the Twitch thing now. It could be Xbox. It could be Microsoft. Could be Amazon. Could even be Steam as another big player in the game. And I think that's what it's going to come down to. That yeah, Microsoft is going to have its own handheld. Possibly PlayStation is going to have its own handheld. Steam is going to keep doing their own handheld. Steam is unique because they got their own unique games and stuff like that, that you can't get anywhere else. And then I'm thinking Amazon is going to somehow come into the game and try to do something like that, especially that they got Twitch. They might want to add something to that Twitch library that, oh, we have portable stuff now. You can only do this through Twitch, or you can only see this through Twitch. That's what I'm thinking is going to be like the future of stuff.
Hmm. Yeah. No, yeah, definitely.
And
I
I'm
do
still
think
waiting on the Zombies Ate My Neighbors.
we might have to fund that one ourselves, dude, at this point.
I
But
mean, look, it happened. It would work. Nobody listens. I'm out here writing checks. I'm out here giving out free ideas. I need to be
yes.
paid.
Yes. Most
Tired of
definitely.
being broke.
All right. Well, on that note, we will wrap things up here. So let us know in the comments what games you're excited for this year and what predictions you have for the upcoming gaming world. What do you think is going to happen? Your gaming. resolutions. No matter how
Yes.
crazy or possible they are, we want to hear. But that's it. We'll wrap things up here. We'll see you all on the next.
All right. Later.